Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Uda, for the awesome introduction, and also it's really my honor to meet everyone. Believe it or not, you guys are the champion of the champions right now. Okay, so you are the most team with like the team with most momentum in the whole champion team. So before I start, I really appreciate Udaf and all the leaders hard working, because you bring the champion team to a new level. Believe me, yeah. So really appreciate your contribution, your work. I went to the New York kickoff. The English breakout session was awesome. Like that's all go to a gym, and you know, all your leaders work, and also my team benefit a lot. So I have about like 20-30 English members join the English breakout meeting. They said that they learned so much from you guys. So thank you very much. And also, you know, I just want to congratulations on your great performance past 2 years. Really, really awesome. So today, so Udaf contact me saying, can I share with you about my, you know, kind of like IUL perspective, and also some related to my sales flow. Okay, now, absolutely, you know, I really, you know, willing to share. But before I started, so I just want to give everyone a heads up, you know, how you interpret my message, how you learn from me. So number one rule is you learn, but don't copy exactly. You know what I mean? So don't do a copy machine, like 100% copy. So because your background, your clientele will be very different from my clients. Okay, so the way I talk to my clients may not work for your clients. So it may work, may not work for you. So what I want you to learn is, you know, the logic. So basically, why I should say that, and how I should say that, but not what I said. Okay, so this is very, you know, very important. This is also like when I train my team, I always want to keep them in mind that when you learn from me, so it is important you you learn the core thing, but not just the words. All right. And then because I'm an engineer background, so if you're an engineer background, you have a good sense of math and logic, so you probably will benefit most. But next time, you know, that you can invite Sophia for another meeting. Sophia, I mean, even Sophia, so both of us from engineer background, but Sophia is more emotional. So she's more like an emotional advisor or seller. All right, so it's gonna be quite different. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. You can see my screen, right?
Yes,
okay. Okay, so I have a brief slides, and also I'm going to run some illustration. I'm going to use some Excel, you know, to deliver the concept. Okay, and then so Udaf told me about an hour, so I will leave some. So I'll check if I have we have time. So we can do some Q&A. All right. So basically, the first thing I want to let everyone know is the psychology. I call the sales flow. Okay. So basically, I see these 4 things, you know, coming in a circle: features, benefit, solution, and a problem, or like a challenge. So what I mean that is, let's say, if I'm at a client, they have a need for risk management. For example, they lost a lot of money when they're trading stocks. So that's their challenge, that's their problems, right? And then you want to go back to the feature. For example, we have Index Universal Life can provide a protection floor, which bring you to the benefit. So the benefit will be you don't lose money. And then the solution is a product, is the IUL to solve the problem. So I always see these things in a circle. Now, to me, the most important thing will be the problem and the solution. Okay, so this is, you always need to keep it into your mind, because in many times when I see my like some newly licensed people in my team, they always focus on the feature and the benefit. So basically, when they're talking to their friends or their clients, they talk about a lot about the features and benefits, saying, "Oh, I have a very good product. This is a feature," things like that. But after they're talking for a long time, you know, their friends or prospects still not buying into the product. So simply because they're missing the piece, we are introducing this product to solve our client's problem. So you always need to identify their problem or their challenge or their hot button. So basically, I'm just doing some very quick brainstorming. So I hope you can do this by yourself. So you definitely can do this by yourself. So just imagine there are three kind of like things we want to focus. So the first thing is what kinds of clients. The second thing is what is the possible hot buttons or selling point for those kind of clients. And then the last thing is what's the key feature our product or our solution can help them to solve the problem. So for example, so recently we have some clients, they're young professional, like they just graduated from college and started working. Okay, so so they don't have family yet, they don't have kids. So for them, yeah, their hot button will be they want to do the saving and then retirement, and also they want to make the money more flexible to use. Okay, so I talked to many of those people. They do not save too much in 401k or IRA. I asked them why. They were saying, "Oh, I'm 20 years old. 401k is only available after 60 years old. They're like 40 years away, right?" But they were saying, "What if I want to use the money, you know, before I turn to 60 years old?" So and then I turned that into the good selling point. I just tell them in IUL product, you don't need to wait until age 60 to use it. Actually, you can use it anytime you want. Okay, so IUL provides the flexible premium, no age limitation on the distribution, and also it's a tax-free account. Okay, and then for people like in 30, 40 years old and family with young kids, so definitely you can find more hot button for them, like education fund, retirement, tax planning, protection, and market risk. And then you can find the corresponding IUL protected features to fit into their hot buttons. And also like, and then age of 40 to 50, 40s and 50 families like myself. So I have two kids, one's in 8th grade, one's in 1st grade. So definitely, so I'm looking for more needs like education fund, retirement, maybe even long-term care and market risk, right? And then for people close to retirement, like 60s, 50s to 60s, so their kids may be grown up, but they will more focusing, you know, their hot button will be more on the retirement, long-term care, and market risk, things like that. And then for IUL, so you may want to focus on the features like retirement planning, long-term care, and the guarantee floor to guarantee their money not losing. So basically, this is a very quick snapshot. Okay, now in reality, you can you can categorize your clients or your prospect into different groups. So this not only help you to help your clients, but also could help you to do the prospecting, inviting, all those things. Now, and also without told me, most people right now online, so you're not you already have license. So basically, my training is mainly for licensed people, and also the new licensed people or new trainers. So there are some basic skills I think you need to master. I'm not talking about all those skills because of time limit, but I just want to give you an idea what are the basic skills typically I will request for my team, for my trainers. So basically those are like I said, openings, illustration and presentation skills, and the objection handling and closing skills. So what I mean opening. So opening basically means warm up and hot buttons. So I learned this from my mentor, Hai-Hong and Rocky. So believe me, Hai-Hong and Rocky really good at the openings. So before the field really starts, so they will talk with their clients for maybe like 15 or even half an hour. Okay, so just through those small chats, so they can warm up with the clients, with their prospect, and find their hot button. So after the first 15 to 30 minutes talk, they will find out what the clients really need. So that's very important. Find their hot buttons, find the selling point, and find their challenge and how we can help them. So by the end, we want our product to help their family to solve the problem. Now, the second part is actually require a lot of practice. Okay, so second part is focused on illustration and presenting. So for example, how you present the concept. For example, why investment is important. So everyone probably heard of rule of 72, right? So remember in the BPM, the first concept is the rule of 72, right? So in long term, how the rule 72, so a little difference of the interest rate, like from 4% to 6%, make a huge difference. So you need to learn how to do that. And then why tax is so important for every family. Okay, and then why guarantee floor. So in IUL, you don't lose money. Why this is so important, and why insurance is so important. So why insurance can help to protect family and protect long-term care, provide long-term care solution to our client. Why this is so important. So those are we call presenting skills. So I hope this part you can practice by yourself. There are many trainings available through the conference call, through your office training, through the New Year kickoff, license trainings. There are many available sources. So this is what you can practice. So I know many leaders actually starting practice just by themselves. Okay, so you don't need to go to the field. You can just practice yourself. Just download the slides and the video, practice yourself. And then finally is kind of, I think it's the most difficult for many people is the objection handling. Yeah, because most likely when you're talking to your prospect or clients about our product and service, after you do the opening, illustration, and the presenting, they will have questions. They will have objections saying, oh, this may be too expensive for me, or the cost is too high, or the return, how can you guarantee like I don't lose money? this sounds like too good to be true, right? So there are always all kinds of objections. So for this part, I would suggest you work with your leaders. Okay, so I remember at the beginning when Sophia and I started back in like 2008 or 2009. So we go to field a lot with my trainers like Rocky and Haihong. So basically during the trainings, we took a lot of notes. Believe me, we took tons of notes. Okay, and the most notes I took was focusing on the first is opening. I even copy down all the jokes Haihong and Rocky taught to my clients because I found that works. And I remember that, and then I will talk to my clients, all right, and learn how to do them warm up. And also for the most common Q&A, so this is a very important. If you have go to the we call the field training. Remember in WLG we always talking about a triangle, right? Field training. So ABC. So you have a client, you are the trainee, and then you have a trainer. So so if you are the trainees, so the most important thing you need to learn in the field is how your trainer handle the Q&A. Because in future, you will find out that when you become a trainer, all the questions you receive, okay, so they're pretty much the same. I would say 99% of the question you will receive in the field are already been asked and answered by your trainer in your previous field training, because they're really like very, very common Q&A, a lot of common questions. So basically objection handling, many people will find that this is a very challenging for objection handling, including many new licensed people in my team. They still ask me, oh, my client asked me this question, I don't know how to answer that. So if you are getting frustrated with objection handling, so first of all, I want to let you know that it's a very common scenario for new trainers and new licensed people. So you just need to learn. So and learn from your trainers and the field training. So this is very important. And then last thing is, I would say, leave the door open. What do I mean by that? To talk to them again. Okay. More than 50%, more than half of my field, my clients are coming from follow-up. Okay, so the first time, like the clients like I can close for the first time is probably only 20 to 30% of my clients. So the majority, I would say 60 or 70 or even more than that of my clients are from the follow-up. So you need to be able to leave the door open. If you cannot close, okay, yeah, we can find out. So the client has more questions or concerns, no problem. We can find out another time to the follow-up. All right, and then so those are the, you know, for the last two slides are the, you know, big pictures of my sales flow and how I use IUL to help the clients. Now, so next I'm going to talk about some key IUL features. I hope everyone can. I think you need to master them when you're serving your clients. The first one is the floor and cap. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this. So because this is the most common and important features for the IUL. Let's say for Transamerica F5IUL, it links to SP 500 or global index. Now, so very quickly, let me ask, if you know the answer, just type in the chat box. So for current FFIER, what is the floor for SP 500? If you know the answer, just type in the chat box. Everyone know the floor for FIA 0 to 13.75, very close, not 100% correct.
So FFIEL is for the Transamerica. So be careful.
Yeah, for Transamerica.
Okay, go ahead.
0 at 15, that's global index. Okay, that's yes and no. Okay. Yes, Bima, got it.
0.7.
Floor is 0.75. Yes, that's our floor. Our floor for FFIEL is actually more than 0, is 0.75, meaning the market goes down, the client still get 0.75. This is very important because it's an important concept I'm going to show you in later the cost breakdown. All right. Now, and then the floor, it depends on what index you choose, right? So 13%, if you saying 13% or whatever, yeah, I'm okay with that. But actually, for me, I will care with floor more. Okay, because this is a key message, key concept, how we protect our clients. Okay. All right. And then what is the current illustration rate, roughly? You don't need to be exact number, roughly. What's the current illustration rate for Transamerican FFIEL? Anyone know that? You can type in the chat box. You can just give me a rough number, 6, 7, or 8, or 9. $8.25, that's a historical 7.9. Yes, good. Bima and Gita, yeah. So currently the illustration rate is 7%. It's roughly equal to 7% because it's fluctuating every year. All right. So every year we're adding more data. So we got more illustration rate. Now, very important concept. Now, what is the historical past 20 years return rate, IUL return rate? Anyone know that? If you know, you can type in the chat box. 8.75. Yes, 8%. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got some good answers. So basically, around 8 to 9% past 20 years. Okay. Now, this is, if you know this, so this is a basic concept. All right. So you need to keep those numbers in your head all the time. All the time. So when your clients ask you, so you will just speak out like you are speaking out of your children's birthday. Okay. Yeah. Because those are the benefit and the key features we can bring to the clients. All right. So if you're not familiar with those, work with the trainer. We have tons of training material on that. And then the next concept will be, is IUL expensive or not? Yeah. So if you met a client saying, oh, I think the IUL is good, but it's just too expensive. And also sometimes I met other teams saying, oh, how can you sell so much IULs? It's so expensive. So maybe like your client doesn't think it's expensive. So actually, most clients, share a lot of common views. So what I found out is there's a big misconception, because when people thinking IUL is expensive, they are thinking the premium is equal to the cost. That is a key thing I find out. So they think it's expensive. So, and then this is how I solve that problem. Okay. So, can you see my Transamerica illustration?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you to run a couple of illustrations. All right. And then this is pretty much my sales flow when I'm helping my clients to get the concept. So, for example, I'm staying in Texas. If the client is age 40 and male, I assume I'm using the best health rating. Now here, I always use the level death benefit. If you're not familiar with the level or increasing, again, we have we have trainings you can study by yourself. And then for the face amount, I'm going to start with 500,000. You can do 500,000, 1 million, or 2 million. It really depends on your clients. Most of my clients will start with 1 million. Some clients will start with 500,000, some with 2 million. But those are like 500,000, 1 million, and 2 million are the majority of my clients. Okay, so I'm going to start with 500,000. So this gives you the good concept. Now in the SOL, I just choose guideline annual premium SOL. So this means over the years, the clients will pay a very flat, very fixed premium. And then I'm using the annual and here. So this is a periodical. So first of all, let's say the client is age 40. I just saying, okay, you may work for until age 60 or 65, right? So currently, you can save for 20 years. So I'm going to run the 20 years first, okay? So we can, change this all the time. So after you set this, so basically you can run summary. Okay, so in this case, you see the illustration rate is 7.1%. Now, for the age of 40 years old, 500,000 policy, the annual premium is $8,625. Now, let me ask everyone a quick question. If you know the answer, just type in. Okay. Oh, by the way, there's a quick, is there a public document about the rate of loss? Yes, yeah, there's a Transamerica official document showing the last 20 years performance. Okay, now when I stop here, let me ask everyone, this $8,625 every year. So this is, okay, option one. This is what client need to pay every year. Or this is a client's suggested to pay every year. Or this is a client maximum can pay every year. Which one? Okay, 3 says suggest to pay every year. Okay, good. Suggested, second suggested. Okay, all right, so I got 3 answers so far, 4 answers, always saying suggested. Okay, now the correct answer is this is the maximum. You cannot pay more than that, period. Everyone got it? This is a very important concept. All right, because remember what I said, that is the first option is the clients need to pay every year. This is absolutely wrong. All right, so this is the first concept when I run the illustration to my client. Believe it or not, many of my clients will misunderstand this as a mortgage. So everyone has a home, right? So when you have a home, you receive a mortgage bill from the bank, right? You have to pay, my mortgage is, let's say 4,000. I have to pay 4,000 every month. What happens if I don't pay? the bank will took my house, correct? So the first thing I need to let my client to understand is this is not what you have to pay. All right. So this is actually the maximum you can pay to this policy every year. Okay, so this is very important. The minimum you need to pay is actually here. Required premium, everyone see here, I have highlight $2,930. So this is the minimum. So basically, the flexible premium, what I really mean flexible premium is, if you are a client, what I'm expecting you to do is you're paying every year between $2,930 to $8,600. So this is the range, a minimum and a maximum. So theoretically, you can pay any dollar between them. Everyone got it? Okay, very good question. How long a client can continue paying the minimum on this policy? So this is what I tell my clients. So how long you can pay the premium determined on two things: the real market return. Okay, the first one is the real market return, and the secondly is how you want the policy. Okay, so I'm going to run a quick illustration. All right, so from here, let me see if I can show policy change. Oh no, I'm going to run so to run that, I need to specify all. Okay, so remember previously I used solve, right? Correct? I used solve and the guideline annual. That's the maximum. So now I'm going to use a specific for all. So what I'm going to do is, for example, in the first 3 years, I'm going to what? Do the minimum 3,000. And then in the later years, in the year 20, I'm going to resume more like 8,000. I need to remove this. Okay, now you see, after I do that, remember the maximum you're paying is 8,000, right? 8,600. But now for the first 3 years, the client saying, oh, I need to save for my, let's say, pay off my student loan. So for the first few years, I don't have too much budget. Or I need to save for my down payment. I said, no problem. Actually, you can do that. In the first 3 years, you just pay minimum, and the later year you catch up. You're actually not catching up, like you just pay as scheduled. There's no problem. Your policy still runs good. Like at age 90, it's more than $1 million. It's like at age 90, you total pay is 145,000, and then your death value or cash value is more than 1 million. That is still like almost 8 times increase, no tax, right? Okay, so basically the concept here is, especially at the beginning of the illustration, you need to let the clients know this is your investment account. This is not your mortgage, not your obligation. The more you invest, the more cash value you can get. Of course, the less you invest, the less cash value you can get. But we provide this flexibility so you can adjust your premium according to your schedule. So this is not an obligation, but instead, this is more like an investment or saving vehicle. right? So for example, if you have a bank saving account, does the bank saying, hey, Udav or hey, Roger, you have to save 1,000 every month? Does it happen? No. So same thing here. You don't have to save 8,000 every year. But meanwhile, it's an insurance. So we have a minimum. So at least I need to make sure you're comfortable with the minimum. Okay, now, second question I'm going to ask you. So let's say the clients pay 8,000 in the first year. So much more than the minimum, right? The minimum is 3,000. Let's say the second year, the clients do not have money. Can the client put more? Can the client put 0, or he has to pay 2,900 on second year? So I repeat my question. The client paid 8,000 in the first year, but on the second year, the clients don't have budget. Can clients skip the second year payment, or the client have to pay $2,930? If you know the answer, can skip, yes, can skip. All right, okay, very good. How to illustrate that? So let's say the clients pay 8,000 and first year, pay 0 in the second year, and then pay 8,000 from third year to 20th year. You see, it still runs good, right? At age 90, you got $1.3 million. And then you actually skip the second year. Okay. Yeah, so for all those answers, like you can skip, that means you're correct. Okay. Okay, this is my self-sell. I always run those scenarios to my clients. So the key message I deliver to my client is, this is a flexible premium. You control how much you want to contribute, how much you want to grow. So this is not an obligation, not a mortgage, saying if I don't pay, the policy will lapse. This is not like that. But the clients need to understand what's the minimum, what's the maximum. All right, and also the same thing. So I'm going back to the guideline annual premium. So I'm just paying for 20 years. Okay, now for 20 years, you see the client totally put $172. So I'm going to put it here. Let's say the clients pay for 20 years. Total paid premium is 100. Okay, now at age 90, cash value is, coming back to here, at age 90, the cash value is 1.6 million. Okay, so basically this is roughly about 1 to 10 increase, 10 times, roughly, right? No tax. Now, this is another big concept. Okay, so basically, the client will saying, what if I don't want to pay for 20 years? Let's say, can I pay 15 years? I said, certainly you can do that. So basically, if I'm coming back to here, I just simply change this to 15, right? And then click summary. You see, now the clients pay for 15 years. All right. Can I calculate the age 30? Oh, Raja saying, can I calculate at age 80? So make him put to more realistic. Yes, you can do that. All right. So you can choose age 80, 90, 95. But I suggested choose it 80 is the minimum age. Don't choose 75 or 70. 80 is the minimum. All right. So you probably like typically I will give my clients 90. So I expect them to live until age 90 because right now the life expectancy is about 83 to 85, I would say. And then the life expectancy is growing about 2 years per decade, meaning for every 10 years, the life expectancy will increase by 2 years. So let's say if you are 40 years old until 80, you still have 40 years, right? That's 4 decades. 4 times 2 is 8 years. So currently life expectancy is 85 plus 8 is already over 90. So I'm trying to, this is really personal, all right? So I just say in my clients, you can live to age 90. But this is only personal preference. You can use whatever age you want. But here, you see the clients put in 15 years. All right, so for pay for 15 years, total paid premium is 120K. Age 90 cash value is, I think it's 1.3 million something. Where is it here? Age 90 is 1.3 million. $1.3 million. Okay, so from here, you simply see the difference. Remember, if you consider this as a 1 million policy, because most people, first misconcept is people treat it as a mortgage, saying I have to pay that premium every year or every month. That is wrong. We already passed that, right? The second misconcept is people thinking this is a premium. Now, let me ask you, Uda or Raja, like if you go to shop around for your car insurance or health insurance, what are you gonna do? For the same benefit, you're gonna to find the minimum premium. Is that correct? Yeah, so that's a misconcept people from here, because I'm presenting a $500,000 policy to the client, right? The client will say, oh, I need to pay, this is a $500,000 policy, but I need to pay 170,000 into the policy. This is too much. But I show them, oh, you know what? If you pay for 15 years, you're paying for 120, 130 premium. Then the clients get confused, saying, wait, so why for the premium I can pay different premium? Because this is totally different from what they thought about the insurance. Like, can you negotiate with your State Farm about your car insurance? Like, I can pay more or less? Can you negotiate with the health insurance saying I can pay more or less for my health insurance? No, because very important concept is what I just said now. Premium is not equal to cost. Cost is directly related to your life insurance, right? Everyone got it? So basically from here, simply you find out in the first scenario, you paid 192,000. It's about 43,000 more, right? You're paying 43,000 more. But look at the cash value. Look at the cash value here. 1.3 million to 1.6 million is actually 320,000. So basically, by paying for 20 years, you put me more you put 40,000 more into the policy, but your cash value got 300 more. So basically, everything here is, I told my clients, is proportional. So the more money you put in, it's actually not to buy that 500,000, insurance. It's to save for you. You can use this cash value for your retirement. You can give it to your kids as an instant gift. You can use it for any purpose. So you're actually doing the investment for yourself. That's why the key concept is flexible premium equals to investment. Okay. And there's a very good question. I'm going to talk about that later. So the RKS saying why I need insurance to 180 years if I just buy a term for 30 years. All right. I will get back to that's a very common and very good question. I'll get to that later. All right. Okay. So everyone got here, right? Got a concept here. Now, and then the client will simply ask, saying, okay, then how much is the cost? If you're saying premium, 8,000 is not the cost. What is the cost? Okay, so I'm going to do a cost breakdown. Just type yes if you have done the cost breakdown before in the chat box. No, that's all right. All right, now, so to get a cost breakdown, let me go back to, you will be amazed how cheap is this insurance. 20 years, summary. Okay, cost breakdown. You just click here. This is the cost breakdown. Down here, you see, this is saying for agent use only, not use for with the clients. All right, you can show this to a client, but I just want to let you know this is theoretical. This is for agent use only. Since everyone here is a licensed people, so I'm just going to do this. All right, now I'm going to use Excel. All right, so this is a basic Excel. I hope everyone can understand that part. So there are several columns. All right, and then the first one is a premium. This is how much. Okay, I'm going to insert a column here. I'm going to label what does each column means. All right. So this is a premium outlay. This means how much we put into the policy. So the clients put $8,000 into the policy. And the first one is a cost. So this is a cost. So I'm going to highlight the cost, the insurance cost. So basically, you see every column with a yellow. This is insurance cost. Means what you pay this much to buy a $500,000 policy. You got it? So this is insurance cost. So let me label here. So everything with the right is an insurance cost. So the first cost is called the premium charge. So the premium charge is very simple. If you have a calculator, where's my calculator? There. Okay, so let's say the first year is 335 divided by 8625 is 4%. 4%. So basically the premium expense means for the money you put in there, 4% was deducted. Later, if you don't put any dollar into the policy, is there a premium charge? No. So the premium charge is only when you put a new premium into the policy. That's the 4%. Everyone got it? Yes? Okay, so this is the premium. The second one is called COI. So this is, okay, I'm going to highlight this one. So this is only when you pay premium. Okay, I'm going to send this Excel later to Udao, and then Udao, you can send to your team, okay? And then the second one is COI, is cost of insurance. Now, you have past license. What determines the cost of insurance?
Probability of death.
Yes, age and health rating. So if your client is older, it's gonna be higher, right? If the client is not healthy as standard, like some may be used to have some diabetes or high blood pressure, someone may smoking, this will be different. So this is a cost of insurance related to the age and health rating. Okay, now I'm going to leave this alone first. All right, I'll come back to here because this is not insurance cost. Then this is a per PUC, we call it per unit cost. This is very important. This is only charged for first 10 years. To cover overhead cost. Overhead cost. What do I mean by overhead cost? Because insurance company need to have operation, right? To cover operation cost. Okay, they need to do the marketing. They need to hire, staff to support you. They need to hire underwriting, right? They need to hire nurse to give you medical exam. And also, even some people pass away, they need to hire people to send out a check for you, for the beneficiary, not for the client, for the beneficiary. All right. And also they need to manage the risk, the potential unexpected risk. For example, like a COVID or 911. All right. So all this, they need this money to cover the unexpected risk. And then finally is a rider cost. Riders, like, for example, long-term care. So here I didn't choose long-term care, so it's 0. If you choose a long-term care, then this is a rider. And then also this is a policy fee. This is a account like account fee, like $10 per month. So all these 5 are the real cost with the insurance. Everyone with me? Okay. Yeah. So the first one, again, I'm going to summarize. The first one is when you pay the premium, charge you. So if you don't pay, no charge. The second one is all the time. You see all the time, as the client is leaving, the COI is all the time. So for the third one, premium charge only 10 years. The rider, only when you select the rider. And then the policy fee is a flat fee, $10 per month, all the years. So those are all the cost, all the cost. And then the secondly, I'm going to highlight related to investment. This is the investment. This is the cost. So that's why I'm trying to tell you the floor is important. So what Transmarket do is they will charge the investment fee. Okay, because Transmarket need to kind of like buy an insurance for your money to guarantee you don't lose money. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, because there's no free lunch. Many people will ask me how Transmarket guarantee when the market goes down, I don't lose money. I said, oh, it has a bond option, blah, 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 also, but there's no free lunch. So they need to charge you for that. How they charge? 0.6% per month. So that will equal to 0.72% per year.
Of the premium or of
value, account value of your index account value.
I see.
Okay, but remember at the beginning, I asked everyone, what's the guarantee floor?
0.75.
Yes. 0.75. So basically, these two offset each other. Okay, so but at the beginning, someone answered me, Transamerican guarantee 0%. Technically speaking, you're right. So the net effect is, yes, Transamerican guarantee 0% because they charge you 0.75% as an investment fee. But meanwhile, they give you a guarantee floor of 0.75%. So even the market, let's say the market goes down by 10%, you still get 0%. Everyone got me? Yeah, because the guarantee floor and the investment fee offset each other. So where to find this investment fee? This 0.72. That's here. This column, IMCA, index account management fee. Index account management charge. So this is 0.6 per month and equals to 0.72% per year. Everyone with me now? Okay, this is not your insurance charge. This is purely from investment. Okay, now, and then this is a credit interest. So based on 7.1%, because your illustration rate is 7.1%, right? Okay, so what I always tell my client is your net investment gain is actually what? Is this value minus this value. Does that make sense or not?
Yes.
Good, very good. Yep. All right. Okay. This is your net investment gain. This is a very important, value. And we're going to use it for our, okay. and then your cost. So we have all those costs, right? Correct? We have 5 different costs, right? So my clients will always ask me, oh, what's the total? Just tell me what's the total cost. Basically, how much okay. 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 Now, anyone has purchased mutual funds before? How the mutual fund charge the cost as a percentage, correct? Mutual funds. Anyone is familiar with mutual funds? Mutual funds typically charge a percentage, like 1%, for example, every year. So if you have 100,000 investment, they will charge you 1,000. If you have 10,000, they will charge you $100. Okay. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a cost to cash value ratio. Basically, what you really care about is how much your cash value goes into the cost. Does that make sense or not? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is a little bit, okay. Because for the first year, you just started, right? Correct? So the first year, you're gonna do what? Okay, add all this cost plus this cost plus this cost plus this cost plus this cost. Okay, divide it. Okay, now here you can divide it by policy value or divided by premium. Either way works. Either way is fine, all right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide it by policy value, which is not that correct, but it's okay. And then I'm going to put down. Okay, so if you're not with me, you can contact your trainers. I'm going to send this Excel to you. Okay. But what you can find out is there's a big breakdown after year 10. There's a big difference after year 10. You see, before year 10, your cost ratio is kind of high, right? Like a few percent, especially in the first year. But after year 10, your cost ratio is below 1%. Correct? At retirement, let's say at age 70, your cost ratio is just 0.01%. Believe me, just 0.1%, the total cost. Okay, now, the life insurance for the first few years, the cost is high. That is very common. I always talking to my clients, if you anyone own a house, do a mortgage right now. So when you pay the mortgage at the beginning years, what will happen is you pay 4,000 and you'll find out like 3,000 went to what? Interest. Only 1,000 go to pay your principal, right? But you keep on paying, so you're still paying 4,000. But what you find out is, if you keep on paying, more money will go to the principal and less go to the interest, correct? So same thing here, because at the beginning years, this is a $500,000 policy. If someone pass away, the insurance company will pay the 500,000 or 1 million or 2 million, whatever you buy, right away, right? So that's why at the early age, the insurance company have a really high risk. So that's why, and also you're not fully paid your premium yet. That's why the cost ratio is high. But after many years, like after 10 years, you will find that your cost ratio is only less than 1% of your policy, especially as retirement, you know, is very few. Okay, so you overall, so basically, remember this is the cost to buy your $500,000 policy, like I mentioned. All right, now, and then back to the previous question asked by RKX, saying someone will thinking, you know what? I don't think I need insurance after age 65 at all. So at age 65, my insurance cost is 0.2%. I don't think I need any insurance. I want to pay zero, correct? So why I'm still buying an insurance? So, and then it coming to the most important column, in my opinion, when I present, is a tax saving. You're saving tax on your investment. So you can do, okay, so you can do 20%, 30%, because for my clients, most of them, including state tax, they will pay 30% tax on average, all right? So you can use 20, 25, 30. Some of my clients will pay 40, even like maybe including state tax, like 45, like California. California state tax already 10%, right? Okay. Now, and then remember, this is our net gain, correct? Still remember that? So imagine if you make $400 in that year, if you do not buy insurance, you're gonna pay what, 30% tax on that. So this is your tax saving. So basically for the first year, you already save $140 tax. And what you find out, okay, oh, by the way, so you need to log this value. So I'm going to do the simple way, this number times 30%. Everyone got me? 30%. And then you fill down. Okay, now I'm looking at here, this year. Back to question. Why I'm still buying an insurance? Why I'm still buying 0.2% insurance? Because for this year, because I paid the cost, which is about $2,000 maybe, but I'm sheltering $7,000 tax I don't need to pay. Everyone got it? So actually, when is a crossover, like you can do another like tax saving divided by cash value. Oh, no, cash value. So this is a percentage of tax saving versus cash value. Okay, so basically what you find out is after year 10, your tax saving is more than your cost. Before year 10, your cost is more than tax saving, but after year 10, your tax saving is more than your cost. Okay, so this is how why we want the life insurance. You're paying a minimum cost, but save you a huge amount of tax. And in overall, by the end, the complete thing, the whole thing is tax-free. Okay, and then there's a quick question. Please show me once more how do you get a COI page from illustration. So basically, you go back to illustration. Okay, so when you run, it only show you the non-guarantee page, right? All you need to do is click the cost and value for non-guarantee. Then this page will come down. Okay. And then you can copy paste, just like Control A, select all, or you can do right click. See the, oh, it doesn't have select all. Does it have select all? No. Okay. I just use Control A is a select all, and Control C is a copy, and then go to the Excel. Like I can create a new tab and Control V as a paste. So all the values will be here. Okay, so I'm going to go back to here. I'm just writing it down. Control plus A, that means select all. Control plus C, that means copy. And then go to Excel. Control V, is that Control V, right? Paste. It goes to paste.
E.
Okay. All right. All right. So back to, okay. So I'm going to back to here. Like, so this is the most important concept I think my client will concern about, the cost. So I always back to the fundamental here. So this is the last thing I want everyone to remember. Yeah, everything has a cost, okay? Free things doesn't mean it's good, but we want to know where the cost bring us. So basically every time when I talk to my clients, I said, cost, yes, cost with what the benefit. So cost with a death benefit, insurance cost bring you death benefit. Cost with a tax benefit. So for the insurance, the death benefit, when they pay out for $500,000, $1 million, there's no tax to beneficiary. That's a tax benefit. And the risk protection, it guarantees you don't lose money when the market goes down. All those require cost, but we believe the benefit bring to you is much more than the cost. Okay. And then another very quick question from Denver, asking how to answer, talking about someone, I have a 401k and it's tax deferral. I don't need to pay tax every year. Okay, that's a very good question. So I'm going to go back to here very quickly. Okay, 401k versus IUL. So first of all, 401k is you don't pay tax now, but you pay tax at retirement. It's not a tax-free account. You pay tax later. So what if government would increase tax? Do you think right now government is increasing tax or decreasing tax? Okay.
Increase.
Yes. Secondly, flexibility. Can you use 401k money before age 60? Yes, but very limited. For example, first-time home buyer, you can use only 10,000, and you need to be disabled to use that. But IUL, you can use it anytime for any reason. We even don't ask. Third, can your 401k guarantee no market risk? No, I never see any 401k can do that. All right. So, so I think we have a really limited time. So so this is going to be the last question. So Bima asked, do all these charts have to do with the year spent, or they have to do with how much we pay, or if you can pay X amount of payment? Very, very, very good questions. Okay, so Bima, I would suggest you can just run different scenario. You will see the difference, but I'm going to give you the answer quickly. So the premium charge is directly proportional to how much money you put in. So the more money you put in, the 4% will charge. If you put less, it's less of 4%. All right, and then the per unit charge is fixed. So if you open a $500,000 policy for age 40, this is how they're going to charge it. It's fixed. No matter you pay minimum, suggested, or maximum. All right. And so, and then this will change with the policy face amount. If you open a $500,000 policy, it will $1,600 per year, about $100 per month. If you open a $1 million policy, it will double. So this is proportionally change. All right. And then if the client is older, it will be slightly more different. I would suggest you run different illustration. This is, you can do it at home. So just, be very, very, familiar with Excel. This will also help you to, to close. Okay. So Rudolph, it's close to 11. I have a school meeting with my kids' teacher.